Hi everyone, welcome back to Beauty Beyond 40. Today's video is the third video in my DermRays versus NIRA series, and today I'm specifically comparing the DermRays Revive laser to the newly launched NIRA Pro Plus laser. I'm really excited to get started with today's video, but before we do that, if you're new here, hi, my name is Trina. I'm 49 years old, turning 50 in May. I make videos mostly about beauty devices, so if you're interested in this topic, I would love it if you'd subscribe to my channel. I'm also on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook, where I post a lot of sneak peeks of new devices that I'm testing. I'll leave links to all of this down in the description so you can go check it out later. And keep in mind, during today's video, if at any time you want to shop either of the lasers, you can head down to my description below where I'll have links and promo codes, and I have chapters set up in this video just like I do with all of my YouTube videos, so you can skip around if you're looking for a specific part of the video you want to watch. As I mentioned earlier, this is my third video in my DermRays versus NIRA laser series. The first video compared the DermRays to the NIRA lasers, and it went really in depth about the technology of the lasers, the NIRA Pro and the NIRA Precision, and I talked about the 30-day test that I did to compare the DermRays Revive to the NIRA Precision laser because I was testing my hooded eyes and the spots on the back of my hands. That's the video you want to watch if you want to learn more about the side-by-side comparison about the technology of the lasers. The second video I did showed the results of the 30-day test, which actually expanded into 5 weeks. I added on an extra week to that test. The photos are up in that video if you want to go watch that and see the results from that test. And then today is comparing the DermRays Revive laser to the NIRA Pro Plus device. If you haven't watched either of those two videos, I highly recommend watching them, especially if you're shopping for lasers. It'd be a good idea just to watch those other videos so you can get as much information as possible before deciding which lasers to shop. In today's video, I'll talk you through the 30-day test I did to compare these two lasers. I'll briefly go over the technology of these lasers. Again, if you want to learn more about the technology and the specs, you can watch those previous videos. I have demos of me using both of these lasers, and I have a set of before and after photos we will take a look at, and some photos of my hyperpigmentation side by side that we can compare on my face. Not only are these lasers stimulating collagen and elastin production to smooth out fine lines and wrinkles, I also use them to lift and tighten my hooded eyes, and the DermRays Revive laser claims to brighten hyperpigmentation. While the NIRA laser doesn't claim to do that, many people find that it does brighten their pigment on their face. I haven't found it to impact my pigment one way or another, and I get asked that a lot. Does it flare my melasma or does it help my pigment? And I didn't really find any change from this laser, which is not a good or bad thing. This laser actually claims to help pigment get lighter. So we'll take a look at that when we get to the photo section. So for this test, I did a split test side by side. I used the DermRays Revive laser on this side of my face and the side of my neck here. And I did the NIRA Pro laser on the other side of my face and the side of my neck here. Now keep in mind I was doing a hooded eye test with my DermRays Revive and my NIRA Precision laser. So we're not going to look at that area of my face today, nor will we look at the inner corners of my eyes because I was using and will continue to use the NIRA Precision in the inner corners of my eyes to brighten up that area because it's the only laser I have that's small enough and safe to get in that area to brighten it up. So I will continue to use this, so we won't look at that in the photos, but I just want to paint the picture that I'm still using multiple lasers in my beauty device routine, as I often am using multiple devices in the same modality. Because I have access to so many devices, I'm able to use the best of the best, and I'm able to utilize each device for what I think it's best for my specific concerns. So that's what I'm always focused on. But anyway, I did the DermRays Revive to the NIRA Pro Plus test, 30-day test on either side of my face and neck, and the biggest difference between these two lasers is that you use the NIRA laser every single day and you do not use the DermRays Revive laser every single day. This laser is more powerful. It's a stronger laser, so you do not use it every single day. It is very important that you follow the manual for these lasers and not try to use the DermRays every single day because it is stronger. You don't want to overdo it and damage your skin. So this laser, you use it 4 times a week for the first 2 weeks, and then 3 times a week for the next 3 weeks. And so that's a total of 5 weeks. And then after that, you can drop down to maintenance and use it once or twice a month. So for the 30-day test, I used it 4 times a week for the first 2 weeks and then 3 times a week for the next 2 weeks. And I had to put it in my paper calendar because if I don't have it on my calendar, I don't know what devices I'm doing that day or that week. That's really important for me. And if you're watching and you're using lots of different devices, it's a good idea to keep a calendar, because when you start using devices that you don't use every single day, it's really hard to remember and keep track. So I keep a calendar. But for the NIRA Pro Plus, you do use it every single day, so it's a no-brainer. I just grabbed it and used it every morning. That's when I like to do my NIRA lasers, in the morning. So I did it in the morning. It takes about a minute to get done with the NIRA Pro on this side of my face. It takes a little bit less than that to get done with the Revive, because this laser is fast. It glides across your face really quickly. If you have any of their laser hair removal devices, it's similar to that. The laser pulse sounds and feels the same, and it has that cooling technology that's the same as the laser hair removal devices. So it glides across the face really, really easily. Now, the technology of these devices is slightly different. They're both non-fractional lasers. They're both FDA cleared. They both have clinical trials. The NIRA is a 1450 nanometer wavelength laser, whereas the Revive is a 1064 nanometer wavelength laser. So the NIRA goes a little bit deeper, but they both stimulate collagen and elastin and smooth out fine lines and wrinkles. And the DermRays claims to help reduce melanin, which brightens up the pigment in your face. The DermRays Revive laser is stronger. The energy density is 10 joules per centimeter squared, whereas the NIRA Pro Plus is around 2 joules per centimeter squared. That's why it makes sense that you would use this laser every single day, and this one you would not use it every single day. It's stronger so that you don't have to use it as often. The NIRA Pro Plus has 5 comfort levels, so you can adjust the level where it feels the most comfortable on your skin. I use level 3. And the DermRays Revive laser has 3 levels, and I use it on the highest level, level 3, because I don't have sensitive skin. And also, because you plug this laser in, it's a little bit clunkier. It has this block here that's connected to the device, and you plug in the device. And I think because of this, it allows it to have a cooling mechanism. So when it pulses the laser, you feel a blast of cold. So I don't really feel the heat. I feel the heat much more on the NIRA because there is no cooling mechanism, but I don't know that this could have a cooling mechanism because there's a battery that you charge up, but then once it's charged up, you use it cordless like this. And so it's really easy to use, easy to hold, really portable. But I'm always standing in front of the mirror anyway when I use either of these lasers, so it didn't really matter to me that this one has a plug, and I like that I never have to charge this one up. I grab the plug, I plug it in, and I get that cooling technology with every laser pulse, which makes it really comfortable to use on level 3. However, if you travel a lot, it will be harder to travel with this DermRays Revive laser because there's a lot more going on than this laser. I've traveled with my NIRA lasers in the past a lot, and they're so easy to pack, bring on the plane, and charge up and use really, really easily. I think this one would be difficult. So the next time I travel, to keep consistent with my laser routines, I will most likely bring my NIRA lasers with me and not the DermRays. So that's an important point to consider. When you compare the pricing of these lasers, the Revive is $5.99 on the site, but if you use my code Trina130, it drops down to $4.69, and the NIRA Pro Plus is $6.49, but if you use my code, it drops down to $5.84. So it's more expensive than the Revive. With the NIRA Pro, you're really paying for portability and the convenience of having a laser that you can travel with and use cord-free. But this is a more powerful laser. So it just depends what you're looking for in a laser. Another big difference that I noticed using both of these lasers is that it can be really difficult to get the Revive to pulse on the forehead. The forehead skin is really thin and it's bony. And so I had a hard time getting the laser to pulse here. The NIRA Pro works on the forehead so easily. You just glide it across your face and the laser automatically pulses. But for the Revive laser, I had a hard time, and you kind of have to like push your skin to flatten it out or give it enough surface area, because this laser is not going to pulse unless it's flush against the skin and the opening is against your skin so that it can safely pulse the laser into your skin. So it doesn't bounce off and reflect into your eyes or anything. Like, the laser is supposed to go into the dermis. So I had a hard time, mostly in the top area of my forehead here. So I would push my skin over to try to get it to pulse. That's the little trick that I did to try to get it to pulse. But if you are working on lines on your forehead and that's a main area of concern for you, you might find the DermRays to be pretty frustrating. It's hard to get it to consistently work there. Once you get into your 11s where it's a little bit more fleshy, it's no problem. And anywhere else on the face, it's no problem. And underneath the jawline, and under the chin and the neck, like it's very easy to use. So that's something to consider, that if you are trying to work on your forehead, the NIRA is gonna be a lot easier to use consistently. So let's get into the demo. I'll show you how I use both of the lasers. The demo is a side-by-side comparison, so you can see me using the NIRA Pro Plus next to the DermRays Revive, and it does take a little while longer for me to get the DermRays Revive going, and I've already started on my forehead with the NIRA Pro Plus, but I will soon catch up, as you will see. And I actually do have a hard time here on my forehead. I can't get the laser to pulse with the Revive. So I move on to the rest of my face and I do the forehead at the end of the demo. So you can see I've already moved on to my cheek area, and look at how much faster the DermRays laser is. It just glides so effortlessly, and you'll see that I'm able to get done with the entire treatment area, my side of my face, under my chin here, and my neck, much faster than the NIRA Pro Plus. And I only do the sides of my neck with these lasers. I don't go over the thyroid or the throat area, just the sides of the neck to smooth out any tech neck lines. And then with the Revive laser, I go back up to my forehead area and I push the skin in order to manipulate the surface area to get the laser to pulse, and I'm successful, so I finish up the area and I'm done. And then I turn the laser off and I unplug it and I store it away for the next time because it won't be for a couple more days. And then as you can see, I'm just on the jawline here with the NIRA Pro Plus by the time I finish my DermRays Revive treatment. And I'm just gonna let the camera run while I finish up with my NIRA Pro Plus, and I'm moving on to the neck area. And again, I only do the sides of my neck. I do not do the center of my neck where my throat and thyroid are. I think the website and manual says you can do that, but I'm just being extra cautious, extra careful, and not using the laser on that area. If I did want to tighten up the center of my neck area there, I would use LED or microneedling. And now I'm done with the NIRA Pro Plus treatment. And now I'll put up the set of photos to look at together, and I'll talk you through those. So here's the set of before and after photos. These aren't the most flattering photos of me, but I'm determined to show you the improvement in my jowls area. The photo on the left side is the starting point of how my face and my jowls looked before I started this 30-day test. In the after photo, my jowls area is tightened up significantly on both sides of my face. It's tighter, it's firmer, the lines are shorter. Even though the lines aren't gone here, the sagging isn't gone, it looks tighter. So both of these lasers definitely work. They're both high quality lasers. They both have money back guarantees. So I confidently recommend both of them. However, because the DermRays Revive laser is so much easier and faster to use, and I'm seeing results, I'm going to continue on with the DermRays Revive laser. If you already have the NIRA Pro Plus, it will work. I don't want you to regret your purchase because it's definitely a high quality laser that works. But since I have both, I think the DermRays Revive laser is the one to go with, personally. And then in this set of photos, these are a set of after photos. I wanted to show you my hyperpigmentation and melasma on both sides of my face because the DermRays Revive laser claims to help brighten up pigment. You can see both sides of my face still look really pigmented. I guess by looking at this on my screen here, the DermRays side does look a little bit brighter when compared to the NIRA Pro Plus. I did have a huge circular key light up, so it should be pretty accurate. So it looks like the DermRays Revive laser did improve my pigment a little bit. Remember, this was only a 30-day test, so I'm going to continue to monitor this over time and see if my pigment will get better throughout the year from using the DermRays Revive laser, because I am going to move forward with using that laser and see what additional results I can get, and I will report back. I have never seen a NIRA laser do anything one way or another to my pigment, and that was the same with the NIRA Pro Plus. So given all this information and the photos that you've seen, what I'm going to do is continue to use the DermRays Revive laser on my hoods and my face and my neck, and I'll continue to use the NIRA Precision laser on the inner corners of my eyes to keep those bright. But I am not going to use my NIRA Pro Plus anymore unless I'm traveling, because I can get very similar results with the DermRays Revive laser, and I don't have to use it as often. The treatments are faster, they're easier, and I've figured out how to get it working on my forehead for the most part. Since I'm not going to be using any lasers on the back of my hands anymore, I just didn't see results. I've never seen results on the back of my hands with any device I've used at home. And I talked to my dermatologist about this, and I'm going in to see her in April to work on these spots, and I'll report back if I'm able to make any progress, but I'm not going to be doing anything on my hands for a while. I am going to be switching to using the DermRays Revive laser on my face and neck moving forward, along with the NIRA Precision for my under eyes. And since I didn't see much improvement in my pigment, I'm just going to keep going, because this was only a 30-day test. I think I might need more time to see my pigment improve with this laser, so that'll just be a bonus. Like, I'm not planning on seeing my pigment improve a lot because I have so much stubborn melasma, and it's hormonal and heat related, and it keeps flaring and coming back no matter what I do. And if I do see any results from this laser, that's great, but I'm more concerned about lifting and tightening my face and tightening up my jowls, because my hooded eyes and my jowls are the top areas of concern, and I think this laser does a really good job on those areas. The NIRA Pro Plus definitely works on my jowls really well. However, because I don't have to use the DermRays Revive as often, I'm going to continue using this one. I just think it's easier to use, and I love that I don't have to use it every day. Let me know which laser you think did a better job, the Revive or the NIRA Pro Plus, and let me know if you're shopping for lasers, which one are you going to buy? That is all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. I'm so excited to keep testing devices. This is the year of the jowls and doing side-by-side comparisons to find the best devices that are going to treat our trouble spots like those pesky jowls the best. And I'm really looking forward to continued results and continued findings that I can share with you. So I thank you so much for watching. If you found this video helpful, give it a like, leave a comment, share with a friend, and make sure you subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any of my videos, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.